This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by FreshBooks Online Invoicing.
Donald Trump had an interview where he said the president wasn't qualified to go to Ivy League schools. Now, what is that? I mean, why wasn't he qualified? Why does that assumption? Here's the evidence he proves up. Nothing. Look, let me give you his quote. He said, I heard he was a terrible student. Terrible. How does a bad student go to Columbia and then go to Harvard? I'm thinking about it. I'm certainly looking into it. Let him show his records. So now it's not just his birth records. He wants his transcripts, etc. But think about this. He doesn't have his transcripts. He says, I heard he was a terrible, terrible student. He doesn't know. The guy got into Columbia and Harvard Law School. The proper assumption is that he was a great student, right? Now, why would he assume that someone is a bad student when they got into those good schools? Come on, it's dripping from him now. Obviously, this has to do with race. First, now the birther thing, now saying he must be a bad student, and he got into Ivy League schools when he didn't deserve it. He told the Associated Press that. No, this guy's terrible. And then when they pressed him on the racial issue earlier, you remember what he said? He said, no, I get along great with the blacks.
He said with the blacks.
Yes, he said with the blacks.
Unbearable. No, come on. People who deny it are crazy, okay? The proof is in the pudding. Just look at this guy. Look at what he says. No, I'm calling a ban. No more Donald Trump, at least in my hour. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to give him any more coverage. He's a clown. He's despicable. He's not worth it. Okay, for him to go out in the press and now make these crazy accusations, I can't stand this guy.
Look, let me give you one last quote then, Anna, on the same issue. He says, I have friends who have smart sons with great marks, great boards, great everything, and they can't get into Harvard. We don't know a thing about this guy. There are a lot of questions that are unanswered about our president. Well, so you don't know what his grades are for the 18th time, right? So he says, well, my smart white friends' sons aren't getting into Harvard. How did that black guy get into Harvard? We don't even know what his grades were. So then why would you run your mouth about it? No, the guy's a racist. I'm calling it. It's official. Look, I don't know why I was so hesitant in the first place. But, to me, this is the nail in the coffin. There's no question about it. Who would say things like this? It's like what Pat Buchanan was saying about Sonia Sotomayor and so many of the other conservatives. They're like, oh, she got into Princeton. I bet she didn't deserve it. But she had great grades. Oh, yeah, but she's a Latino, so they're desirous of having Latinos in Princeton. But you didn't even look at her grades. They just assume if you're a minority, you can't ever be a good student. You don't belong in the Ivy Leagues. Because the Ivy Leagues is for them, for white folks, not for you.
If you're a freelancer or running your own business, you probably don't like managing your invoicing. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use online service that takes the pain out of invoicing. It will literally save you time, get you paid faster, and make you look professional. With FreshBooks, you can easily create and email invoices that your clients can view online, save as a PDF, or pay immediately with PayPal and most other payment systems. Features like automated payment reminders, time tracking, and their mobile app make invoicing easier than ever. The best thing about FreshBooks is that getting started is completely free. Sign up for a free account and send a few invoices. FreshBooks likes TYT so much that they're giving away a birthday cake each week to someone that signs up from the show. All you have to do is create a new account and enter TYT in the How Did You Hear About Us section. And no, it doesn't need to be your birthday to win.